Hello. Right, today this is my techstorm XRX. I've just fitted an adjustable chassis. Now there's been a lot of complaints about these cars due to not knowing what shells you can fit, because the front wheelbase is extremely wide compared to like your GLD or your Evo or anything like that. So this is set up a 94mm wheelbase for a Subaru shell, and the wheels fit in just right. Now, as you can tell on here, I've actually screwed these in as tight as they will possibly go, so you cannot get any narrower than this unless you're going to start taking out bits of plastic, shortening them in and bringing them in that way. But as a stock car, this is what you're going to have to do. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the front cliff off. We're going to adjust it to a 90mm wheelbase, and we're going to try a couple of 90mm shells that I've got, and then we'll go from a 90 to a 98, and we're going to try, I've got 4 other shells, all different, and we'll see if they fit that as well. I'm not worried about the width of the rear wheels or anything like that. I just want to see, because these are a 0 offset on the front, so I want to see how many shells we can get on when it's literally at its narrowest point. So I'm going to take this front block off, just make things a lot easier. You have got to account for the electrics that are on top of the car as well. So if you've got like a really low shell, it might not go on, because it might not sit low enough. So what we're going to do is, I should have 2 screws here. Just going to loosen these off. There's 1, another one there, 2, and 4 on the bottom. Don't want to undo it too much. Blocks will fall out and it'd be a nightmare to get them back in. So by all rights, if I shut this completely, it should be a 90mm wheelbase. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to check to see if it is. Yes, it is. This is a Toyota Celica 90mm Rally wheelbase shell. Let's see if this fits with the offset of the front. I might have to squeeze these in a little bit. Now, due to my gyro being where it is, this body won't sit down flat, but wheelbase, that would work. So I could still bring the bottoms in more. So yeah, I would say that will work. So Celica shell, that'll work on a 90mm base. Something a little bit narrower is the 180SX with the aero kit. See if this will fit. This has got a bit of a higher roof on it, so this might fit, might not. Don't know what's going on here. Oh, that's my wheels are. Anyway, we sit her in like that, and you can see that the wheels are sticking out quite noticeably on that. So personally, I would say that was a no-go. So there's the 2 90s, and now, so 94, I'll just undo that. Lost me block now. So we're off, that was a 94, 96, that should be a 98. This is all guesswork on the sizes because I've not adjusted it this much yet. So that should be 98mm wheelbase. Very long. So I can tell you now that this McLaren shell, because it's so low on the back, I'm not going to get it over there. But it's more testing on whether the wheels will go inside a 98. I would say those front wheels will go in a 98. See, on the back of this, you'd have to take off this rear bumper to get this in. You could reorganise, possibly. No, that's not going to go in. So, P1 shell will not fit. It's narrow enough, the car's narrow enough for the body, but the P1 shell will not fit 'cause it's too low on the back. Here, we have an AMG GT3. Let's see if this one works. So this has got a roof that's quite sad. See, I'm going to have the same problem again with that little carbon bit at the back. No, it's not going to go in there. My electrics. It's all about the electrics in the way. So this won't fit either. Like I said, you'll have to reorganise your electrics and stuff and possibly move them so they're sat in the deepest part of the shell. Then you might get it in, but I'm not too hopeful. Well, the front will go in, definitely, actually. And it's narrow enough. Yeah, that's my gyro, that is, not allowing that to go in there. It's my gyro, it's hitting on the windscreen, so if I move that back, I'll probably get that in there. Yeah, so with a bit of adjustment, I'd say you'd be able to fit that. Now, I've got something that's a little bit bigger all round. This is my GTR R35 Liberty Walk shell I've done recently. Let's see if this one fits, because this is a 98 wheelbase. So, same problem again with this rear plate. You could just nip it off, to be fair. See, I'm having the same problem with my gyro in the way. But I would actually say, if you pulled the bottom arms in as tight as you can, you would get that on. The only problem being with bringing these in as tight as you can, you're not going to be able to tow in. So if you're using this as a drift car, which you probably would be, you wouldn't be able to change your camber. You won't be able to camber your wheels in because you're already tight. But the width of the wheels will go on the front of that shell. Next up is the Audi R8. Try this one. Same problem again with the rear plate and my dreaded gyro, but it doesn't quite sit right, that. Because I've got these pulled up quite a lot anyway. For some reason it's not going any higher. I can't see. Yeah. Well, this test was all about what shells you could possibly use on the extension of the wheelbase on the front, but I seem to be having a lot of problem with the backs. Now I can imagine something like a Honda Civic Type R, because it's a very tall back end shell. It's very bulky. That shell should fit, because I think that is about the same width as my GTR. So I'd definitely say that would fit. But with the shells that I've got, that's all I can say is going to fit. But like I said, it's one of these things where it all depends where you've located your electrics, how you're going to locate them. If you're going to keep it at a 98 wheelbase, then you can relocate them, stick them more in the middle, stack them on top of each other, or do whatever you want to do that way. But yeah, like I said, with the way I have it set up, because I've got this set up for my Scooby. So like I said, it's got a big back end on it, so all the electrics sit up in there nicely. The gyro just misses the windscreen because it sits back. I could sit the gyro right back here and not a problem. So yeah, there are other shelves, there are possibilities, but I think it's a bit more trial and error. Hopefully somebody else that's got some different shelves will do a few more videos. But I'd definitely recommend, if you're going to do something like this, you're better off with a shelf with a wide back. The narrowest you really want to go, the Scooby, that's dead on this for the wheels. So like I said, the wheels are pulled right in on the don't know why this isn't going in now. Oh, there you go. Oh yeah. Probably because I've got to set it at 98 wheelbase, haven't I? Yeah, it's me being stupid. So let's take that back to a 94. That pin sheet's up now. Put it back to a 94, and then we'll see how it sits in. I can show you then how it sits in. It sits in properly on this. But yeah, it's, I was hoping it was going to be a bit more help than that, but trial and error, somebody's got to do it. I can imagine somebody like Garage RC that has multiple shells, and a lot of them, to be fair. He does also run an online store, and he has got a lot of stock coming in soon, as far as I know. He's also doing a lot of reviews on the XRX, and I can imagine he's going to be doing a body shell fit session, so look out for that. I have still got to do my servo compilation that I'm doing with him at the minute, trying it in my GLA. Oh, there you go. See, lovely. But that is as narrow as it would go. And it's just right on a Subaru shell. So anything narrower than the Subaru shell, like this Celica shell, because the arches are flared out at the top, works out about the same width as the Subaru. Where anything like this, very narrow, sort of 90mm wheelbase, you can see that there's quite a difference in the shells, quite a difference in the width. You could, I know Garage Hero do flared arches for these, which I am thinking of getting a white shell and doing some flared arches, because I'm getting quite into doing my custom shells at the minute. And I might do that and try it back on again, and hopefully I can get one of these to fit. If so, I will definitely do a video on that and let you all know. But as far as it goes, yeah, if you're going to buy one, get a Subaru shell, as they come with a 94mm chassis. But if you do buy the adjustable chassis, just be aware that you'll be better off getting a shell that's got quite a high top. You don't want anything too low, like the McLaren, because it's just too low. The back end won't go in far enough for the wheels. And like we saw on this Audi as well, for some reason it just wouldn't sit low enough. I'm not unsure why, but I'll definitely look into it. But yeah, I hope it helps. It helped me a little bit, because now I know what will and what will not fit that I've got. But yeah, I hope it helps, and stay safe. Peace.